In the state of Indiana, most kids seem to grow up dribbling and shooting a basketball. It's basically in their blood. That wasn't always the case for Eastern Illinois sophomore guard Kenya Nixon, whose first memories of playing the game she now loves are from much later in life.
At first, I really wasn't interested in basketball or anything. I just played it in middle school in gym, and one of my teachers, Fred Lee, from my elementary school, I guess he saw a little talent, and he pulled some strings and got me on an AAU team as soon as he could, and he was a big influence, and it started then. I just wanted to, kind of satisfy him and make him proud, and I just started getting better over the years.
That Nixon decided to pick up the sport of basketball so late in life turned out to actually be a blessing in disguise for Eastern Illinois and head coach Brady Salee, who cites that, as with many players, Nixon was not actually the player he was going to see when she appeared on the Panthers' radar.
I was up in northern Illinois, and I called Quasey and I said, forget about all these other kids I'm here watching, we need this one. And she was wearing number 15 then like she is now, and I just told Quasey we need to find out who number 15 is for the Indiana Soldiers. That's the point guard we have to have. And we had gone into that recruiting cycle feeling like we really needed a point guard there, especially with Megan Edwards going out the door. And boy, did we find the right one. And unbeknownst to us, she really wasn't getting recruited real heavy. Wasn't playing a whole lot of summer ball, hadn't been out on the circuit a whole lot, putting up big numbers in high school, but kind of up in the northwest corner up there in Indiana, doesn't get a whole lot of press. And boy, the stars aligned for us, and we ended up getting maybe one of the best that's ever played here.
Nixon's affinity for Eastern Illinois didn't come overnight, but she was sold on the idea of coming to Eastern once she got to know the players in the program.
I just felt like anywhere I went, I would fit in, I would get along with the girls, but meeting Brady and meeting the coaching staff kind of really sold me here. It was like more of a family, and honest, and I just felt like I would fit in really well when I came here. Everybody I met here were nice, and first thing they asked me was how are you, how's home, and then we got into the business things after that. So everywhere else I went, it was kind of strictly, this is what you're going to be doing, this is how it's going to go, and I felt comfortable here, and I felt like I could fit in and be a big influence on the basketball team here.
Here's a three ball put up and missed by Prickett from the right side. Nixon with the rebound, bounce pass to Sims, layup is good.
Behind the back, fast break. That's a highlight reel play.
What a play. She is a highlight reel within herself.
Since joining the Panthers program, Nixon has become an immediate star. As a freshman, she led the Panthers to an Ohio Valley Conference championship while earning OVC Freshman of the Year honors.
The chant of OVC. OVC 79-67, the Ohio Valley Conference champion Eastern Illinois Panthers.
That ability to shine was something that Coach Salee said appeared early on in Nixon's EIU career.
Nobody said a whole lot about Kenya through that whole summer. And as soon as we started into practice, there was no doubt that Kenya was going to be our start point guard. She took competition to a new level for us, and she knew who it was she had to compete against. She went after Pilar hard, and there was no doubt after about the first exhibition game who was going to be leading this team for the next 4 years. So some kids just understand when the lights come on, you've got to play. And for her, every time she walks out on the floor, the lights are on. And so she competes at a level that has made our whole team better. And from the get-go, there was no doubt she was going to be on the floor for us early and often.
Here's Nixon weaving through traffic, getting down the lane. There was contact with Green. Top of the key west. Three-pointer for the lead. No good. Back iron. Hanneman got the rebound. Nixon stole it away. 14 seconds, and she's fouled as she tried to put it up. She'll have 2 free throws. Open shot from the top of the key. Her three-pointer missed off the back. Hanneman had the rebound, but Kenya Nixon was right there to reach in and take it.
This season, Nixon again has led the Panthers in scoring and rebounding as EIU makes a push towards a potential NCAA tournament berth. Playing within the flow of the game is something that the diminutive guard likes to do.
Most of the time when I'm out there, like when we're first getting up getting ready to do the tip-off, I'm thinking, you know, what's Brady thinking? Or what's my teammates thinking? You know, what can I do to get them fired up and get them going and try to make a good play just to get that intensity going. And I'm just trying to bring that intensity, get my girls going, and try to make them, because, you know, once you get going and you're clicking, then like everything starts falling in place during the game. So I try to get that going early on. And it's always in the back of my head, you know, what would Brady do like at this moment, because I can't just run to the side anytime I want and ask him a question. So I just try to, you know, be his mouth out there.
To the right side for Nixon. Nixon makes a move, fires up a tough runner, and good. Into the hands of Wiss, and back the other way comes Eastern. Here's to Kenya Nixon. Makes a move, fires up a tough shot, and good!
To watch her free-flowing and full of desire on the court, you would think that basketball has always come easy for Nixon. However, how she has gotten to this point has not been easy.
This is a young lady that has had to work for every single thing she's got. Nothing has ever been given to her. You know, her growing up, she kind of had to raise herself at times and had to be really, really tough when she needed to be tough. You know, Michigan City is a place where, you know, sometimes you've got to put your fist up and make sure that you get through that the way you want to. You know, she's had to have some thick skin, and to see the product on the back end of it, and to see a young adult as responsible and as mature as she is, I'm sure there were plenty of times where she could have folded the tents and just succumbed to some of the influences that she was around growing up.
People that like influenced me, who took the time out to come to me and, you know, say, you know, I see a lot of potential in you. I know there's a lot of things going around in your life, but we need you to stay focused. We want to know what you want to do, and they help me make goals and reach those goals. And, you know, my grandmother, she just tried to keep me focused and keep me out a lot of the drama that was going on just around my town and city and everything. And like I said, I just wanted to, once I start going, and just wanted to make everybody proud. I tried to, you know, stay on the right track, stay focused, and not let anybody down, and, you know, just stick to my goals that I wrote down when I was back in like 6th grade. So, you know, everybody around me just kept me focused, and that really helps a lot.
For the Skyhawks, her shot is good. It's a 2-point shot. Makes the score 81-79 in favor of UT Martin. There's a drive in by Nixon, and she lays it in. Nixon takes it to the hoop and scores, and we're tied.
One of my nurse practitioners, you know, she like just told me, you know, you need to write down some goals. You know, you just living your life. I know you're a little young, but, you know, everybody needs goals. So I just wrote down some, and they were like, started off, get good grades, you know, shoot free throws, make layups, make as many layups as I can in the game, because, you know, wasn't very good at the time. So, you know, then I had long-term goals like be on the freshman team when I get to high school. It wasn't until my junior year, so I'm like, oh, I want to go to college. Oh, how am I going to pay for college? I think I need to get a little bit, you know, a little better in basketball. And then that summer I worked really, really hard. You know, it's just I don't remember everything, but it was just short-term and long-term goals, and they definitely stuck with me, because as I start, you know, fulfilling those goals, I start checking them off, and then I'm like, oh, you know, this isn't that hard.
Whether it's on the court or off it, Nixon says she has the support system to help her reach the top of the mountain.
I want to reach it, and if it's a certain time, I need to get it done. So, I mean, it's a lot of obstacles, and I know that, you know, from, you know, my childhood or whatever. It's a lot of things that can get in your way, and if you let them get in your way, then you can. But you will also have that decision to ignore them. And if it's like a person or a situation, and it steady comes back, I feel like being on this team, I'm not by myself, so I have plenty of people to go to and help me, you know, get through those situations and do what I need to do. So I know I'm blessed, and, you know, I just love being on this team and having everybody, the support and everything. So the determination definitely comes from confidence and just knowing that I have my teammates and my coaches and everybody that has my back. So.
Top of the ball, Wiley gives top of the key Vaughn, lobs inside, knocked away and stolen. Nixon knocked the pass away from Carmine. Nixon runs it up, drives it into the lane, all the way under, laid it up in the end. 14 points for Takenya Nixon.